In this next video, what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you how to add 3 images into the bottom of our menu. So we're going to have an image for our starters, we're going to have an image for our mains, and we're going to have an image for our desserts. So to do this, I'm just going to drag my guide down here, and I'm going to have one image for our starter, one image for our main, and then we'll have one image for our dessert, and they're about right. Now if you want to adjust your guides, just make sure you've got the move tool selected, and then if you just hover over the edge you should be able to just adjust it. So we've got about 3 equal squares there. Now you could go around and adjust these, but they'll be fine for what we're going to do for these images. So I'm then going to go back to Photopea, and I'm going to find cheese, okay, because we're doing goat's cheese. In fact, let's see if we can go for goat's cheese. What's goat's cheese even look like? There you go. So we'll get the image of our goat cheese. Like before, right click on the image, I'm going to go to copy image, I'm going to go back to Photopea, I'm going to go to edit, I'm going to go to paste, okay, and just get the move tool, and you can see where it's gone above our background, which is right, but it's just in a little awkward place. So I'm just going to move it, and remember you can either drag it using the move tool, or you can use the arrow keys if you want to move it with the arrow keys. Obviously it'd take you quite a long time, so I am just going to use the move tool. So I'm just going to click on it, hold the mouse button down and drag it, get it so it's over our square. I'm just going to resize it a little bit. That'll do. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to get, and this is, you need to listen carefully because I'm going to do something quite clever in a second. So I'm going to get the rectangle marquee tool. I'm going to select over our box that we've created using the guides, and it will snap when you go over, it'll snap to the edge of the guide. So let go. Now this is where we're going to press Control Shift, and we're keeping these pressed down, so Control Shift and I, the I key on the keyboard, and what that does is it selects outside of the object instead of the inside. So when we've done that, we can press Delete, and we're left with just our image. Now to get it rid of our flashy lines, we're going to deselect. So remember, you could just click off, but I'm going to use the deselection shortcut, which is Control and D. Okay, I'm then going to go to look for our mains, so roast dinner. So I'm going to go back to our goat milk picture. I'm going to search this time for roast dinner. Okay, and I'm going to find a nice picture of a roast dinner. That looks like a nice one. A bit crackling on there. Okay, so again, right click on the picture, copy image, back into Photopea. We're going to go edit, paste, get the move tool, move it down to here, get the rectangle marquee tool, stretch over our guides. Remember the shortcut, which is Control Shift and I. Remember you need to press them all at the same time, so keep them pressed down so you press the I key, then hit the delete key. Okay, and then we're going to do our last image now. So this is going to be sticky toffee pudding. So I'm going to go back to Photopea. I'm going to go to search sticky toffee pudding, and there isn't anything there, so let's have a look what the other choice was. Apple pie, so I wonder if there's any apple pie. Oh yes, and grandma's there as well, so we'll see if we can use that one. right click on it, copy image, go into Photopea, edit, paste. Okay, get the move tool, and we're going to just move the move tool down. So let's have grandma with a pie. Get our rectangle marquee tool again, select over, so we've just selected over the grid that we want to have for our image. There we go. And then we're going to do our special shortcut, which is Control Shift and I. Then we're going to press the delete key, and then we're going to do our shortcut, which is Control and D. Okay, the last thing that I want to show you is how to add an effect, a drop shadow, to your images and text. So if you want to add a drop shadow or effect, you've got to click on the layer. So I'm just going to add it to the two titles, so L'Amour and Valentine's Day set menu. So to do it, I'm going to right click on the layer, and you need to go to this option here that says blending options. You've then got lots of different effects that you can go through. You can change the colour, you can add a gradient to it, there's lots of things you can do, but what I'm going to add is a drop shadow. So just click the word drop shadow, and you'll notice how it makes our text pop out of the menu. Okay, you can adjust it, you can adjust the size. I'm going to leave it at its default. I'm going to click OK. I'm then going to do the same for Valentine's Day set menu. So just right click on it, blending options, drop shadow. So just click the word drop shadow, and just get in the habit when you click these, click the actual word, because if you just click the circle, what it does is it doesn't actually give you the options to be able to edit it, whereas if you click on the word, okay, and the box, you can then adjust it so you can make the shadow stand out less, etc. Okay, so I'm going to click OK. So our menu is finished now, but we have got one more thing to do, and I'm going to show you that in the next video.